Dear students, hello, and welcome to our new English online video lesson. I hope you will learn and enjoy our lesson today. Now, get ready, our lesson is about to start. Answer the following questions. What day is today? What day was yesterday? What was the weather like yesterday? Where were you yesterday? What were the colored words in the previous slide? Excellent boys. The words were, was, and were. So our lesson today is about was and were. Objectives. So, our objectives today are to use was and were accurately in affirmative, to use the negative form of was and were correctly, to use the negative form of was and were correctly. Ask and answer yes/no questions using was and were in pairs. Ask and answer yes/no questions using was and were in pairs. Look at the pictures, then ask and answer in pairs. Where was Tom yesterday? He was in the restaurant yesterday. Where was Hind yesterday? She was in the mall yesterday. Where was the lion yesterday? It was in the zoo yesterday. Where were we yesterday? We were in the swimming pool. Where were the girls yesterday? They were at the party. Where were you yesterday? You were in the market. Classify the pronouns to the suitable verb. You have 2 minutes. Classify the was, or, were. Now check your answers. Example. She. Yesterday. She was in the library yesterday. You have 4 minutes. They last week. 2. Tom an hour ago. 3. We last Friday. 4. You last month. 5. I yesterday. They were in the swimming pool last week. Tom was in the bathroom an hour ago. You were in the zoo last month. We were in the garden last Friday. Now time for fun. Enjoy this game. Are you ready? Let's start. Practice this dialogue in pairs. You have 2 minutes. What day was yesterday? What was the weather like yesterday? Where were you yesterday? To make the negative form of was and were, you add not after them. You can either write them in long form was not were not or short form wasn't weren't. Study these examples. I was at home yesterday. I wasn't at home yesterday. She was ill last week. She wasn't ill last week. He was happy last Friday. He wasn't happy last Friday. It was in the garden a minute ago. It wasn't in the garden a minute ago. You were at school yesterday. You weren't at school yesterday. We were sad 2 days ago. They were in Tokyo last summer. Now, it's your turn. Make these sentences negative. 1. My school was big. My school wasn't big. 2. My parents were at home. My mother was pretty at the age of 13. Lucy and Paul were married. Charles was in the swimming pool. My dog was outside. To learn how to form and answer yes, no questions, study the following examples. He was at school. Was he at school? Was he at school? Was he at school? Yes, he was. No, he wasn't. They were in the park. Were they in the park? Were they in the park? Were they in the park? Yes, they were. No, they weren't. Yes, they were. They in the cinema yesterday? No. Yes, they were. Was Susan at home? No, she wasn't. She was in the library. Was it rainy yesterday? No, it wasn't. It was sunny. 2. Write short answers. 1. Were you at the cinema? Yes. 2. Was your father at home? No. 3. Was Peter a good friend? 4. Were they at the cafe? 5. Were you sick yesterday? 6. Was your mother in the kitchen? 7. Was it a good party? 8. Was it sunny yesterday? Thanks for your attention. See you next time. I hope you have enjoyed our lesson. For more practice you can visit the https://www.edunet.bh. I wish you the best of luck.